Before I started the blog, I was a hairstylist and worked for several years behind the chair. I absolutely loved it. And one thing that was consistent across most of my clientele was unfamiliarity with product, how to use it, how much to use it, what kind to use, all of the above. So I always spent a great deal of time when I was blowing their hair out. I didn't have assistants or anything like that. I kind of did the start to finish process. So when I was blowing their hair out, I would talk to them about what I was applying, why I was applying it, the order in which I was applying it, all of those things. Since I got the chance to explain that to all of them, I wanted to make this quick video to explain the process to you as well. Product can be a game changer for a hairstyle. The haircut matters, but product really matters. So today I am applying 4 different products: a spray, a serum, a cream, and a foam. I'm putting all 4 of them in there, but the point is just to show you how to apply each product depending on what it's supposed to do for your hair, where you're supposed to apply it, and what you want the results to be from it. So my hair is wet, as you can tell, and we are going to start with the thinnest product of the bunch. That is the serum. This is something to help seal the ends, condition the hair, add a little bit of heat protection. So anything that's going to protect the hair or care for the hair, I want that to go on first. So more than the actual products, just pay attention to the consistency. This is a serum, so I'm pumping it into my hand, and then I will rub it together, and I want to focus the serum on the part of my hair that needs it the most. So for me, that's the front and top layers of the hair. If you have a lot of damage from ponytails on the underside of the hair, I'll show you how to make sure you get that serum on that part of the hair as well. So I like to start at the front, just running my hands right over these sections and kind of pulling and pushing the serum into it. Same thing up here, I'm grabbing the hair and really trying to rub that serum in. If you have thick hair, or like I said, you need to get to the bottom part of the hair, you can clip off using a duckbill clip, apply more serum if you need to, and then reapply it to the bottom part of your hair. By the time you get here, if you've started at the front and top, you may not have much product on your hand left. So put a little bit more in to make sure you're getting that conditioning right to the ends of your hair in the back. The next product I'll be applying is a cream. This is a cream volumizer, but you'll find creams that have this consistency that are used to create bouncier curls, to correct frizziness, to add smoothness to the hair. So even though this one's for volume, if I were to be using a frizz cream or something, I would apply it the same kind of way. So I'm going to pump it into the palm of my hand and rub it around. When I was applying the serum, I was closing my hands around the hair and pulling it through, applying a cream or something. Since it's a bit of a thicker product, I'm not going to press it into the hair as much because I want it to be a lighter, more even distribution. So I'm still going to run my palm over the hair because the product is here, but I'm not grabbing my fist and pulling it through. Same thing, you want to go by sections, so I'm able to do that by just lifting it and flipping it over. If your hair is much thicker, don't hesitate to divide it off. Clip it up if you need to, and then make sure you get some of that cream on the underneath section. If you're applying a product that's supposed to correct frizz or add softness, you definitely want to section it out to make sure all of the product is covering all of your hair. The next type of product is a liquid spray. This is a volumizing spray, so my hair better be huge today. But you can find liquid sprays that are heat protectors, leave-in treatments, volumizers like this. I'm sure there are others that I just can't think of. But with a wet spray, what's great about it is it should spray into a nice mist. You do want to make sure you're lifting up the hair, especially for a volumizing product, and applying it throughout. So I'm going section by section, not focusing so much on the root area, more the mid shaft to end. But instead of just parting my hair and just spraying the volumizing product around the top layer, I want the volume throughout my hair, so I got to make sure the product gets throughout my hair as well. The final type of product I'm applying is a root lifter. This is a volumizing foam. Because of this nozzle, this will go in right at my roots. This is one of my favorite products. I've used it for a million years. If you're using a foam volumizer or a foam product to encourage soft, bouncy curls, you would apply it into your hand and then press it into the hair like you did the cream product. So you want to section it off and make sure you're rubbing that mousse from root to tip so it's effective on the entire hair. If you're using a root lifting product like this, same thing, you also want to divide into sections and make sure you're putting the product right at the root. That is one thing that I love about a coage, is it makes it really easy. So depending on how much volume you want, you can do more or fewer sections. I'm doing it around the front part of my head, and then I'll go into the crown area and apply it on that parting as well. Then I'm going through from the bottom with my palms and rubbing it in. This way that foam will get deposited into the other sections that you may not have directly sprayed it onto. Other than making the products way more effective by sectioning and taking time and thinking about where you need that product to be applied, it gives your hair a little bit more time to air dry as well, which can work to your advantage depending on your hair texture, because the drier your hair is before you start to blow dry, the less heat you're gonna need, the less time you're gonna need with the blow dryer, so it should keep your hair in slightly better condition. I realize that doesn't work if you have like very frizzy hair or curly hair that you need a lot of the heat and air to smooth it out, but for most hair textures, waiting until your hair is like 70–80% dry is best. So at this point I've got a bunch of product in my hair, which again is how I like it, and I'm gonna get it blown dry.